You seem to be in some rhythm there, Saurabh. What are you doing different? Let's say from two tournaments back to right now. You're taking early wickets in the most unlikeliest of conditions in this desert, basically.
I think nothing different. I think I've been bowling well. I think the Super 50 preparation has helped a lot, especially good 8 games against good quality oppositions. I've been training hard. I've been bowling lots in the nets. I've been having a good volume of practice, and my mind is in a good space right now. So I'm glad my hard work is paying off.
So, what was the game plan going into defending this low par total on this wicket? For example, you've been bowling well and Rusty as well. Even then, you opted for Steven Taylor, although for 1 over. But even then, you opted for Steven Taylor to start the proceedings. Shed a bit light on that.
So there was a strong wind blowing from right to left, and Steven would get a good drift. There was not much turn on the wicket, but there was, if you bowl it slow, it's not that easy. And their batsmen, we are expecting that they'll go hard in the first 10 overs to get as many as they can, because after the first 10 the outfield is not that quick and it's not that easy to get going. So that was just the thought behind it, but obviously our pace bowlers bowled well.
You were super successful against the same team in Sharjah, which had a lot of different conditions than the conditions that were offered over here on this pitch. What were the adjustments? Of course, there were adjustments that you made. So, if you can take us through the adjustments that you made to get to be successful in the wicket in Sharjah and the one in Dubai as well.
So Sharjah wicket was like hard and dry. So the main thing there was to hit the deck hard and to get seam movement. So if you hit the length hard, you'll get good seam, and I got a good away movement in Sharjah. Whereas here there was little bit of grass. The wicket was a little slower, but there was a wind factor. So there was some swing in the air. So I tried to have my length a little bit more fuller to drive the batsman forward, to play on the front foot. Whereas in Sharjah it was to hit the top of the bat and to get that nick.
You're on a roll in this World Cup League 2 tournament. 3 wins out of 3 in this leg of the tournament as well. Can we expect some sort of changes in your final game against Scotland, or what's your take on that?
I think we go with our best 11, because every game, even the net run rate is important. You never know, 36 games is a very long time, and it's going to go down to the wire. All teams are equally good, especially Scotland is one of the best associate nations that we are playing against. So they're going to come hard at us, because it was a very close game last game as well. So we have to be on our feet and be at our best.
Coming to you, Nisarg, a pretty matured innings out there in the middle, something that your captain and coach will expect out of you, having been in the team for more than 2 years now. Take us through your innings. What kind of, basically, what made you stay out there in the middle?
Well,
what did you have to do?
The plan was to just go there, assess a few hours the conditions and the pitch. It wasn't as easy as the wicket in Sharjah. It was a little bit slow, on a slow and low side. The bowlers were bowling well; they were getting drift. So the plan was to get around 230, 240 and take the game as deep as possible, even though we were 15-20 runs short. But I think we managed to put a par score on there. With our bowling, I knew we would be in with a good chance to defend the total.
So we've seen in the past as well, you like to tonk the ball. You basically play well against the spinner. You loft the spinners really well. You advance down the track. You maneuver the field. How hard was it for you to just play, singles and doubles and stack up a partnership? How hard was it for you to curb your instincts, natural instincts?
Look, the plan was because we kept on losing the wickets on the other end. I had to, control myself and play the game till deep. The plan was to see where we get the game until last 3-4 overs, and then try and see if we can play some aggressive shots and get those 30-40 runs in last 3-4 overs. Even though it didn't happen, but like I said, the plan was to get around 230-240. We missed on 10-15 runs. Sometimes you have to change the game, as per the team requirements, and this wicket wasn't as difficult just to go and hit from ball one. It was a little bit on the two-pace side, which is what I felt. So I just wanted to spend more time out there and see where I stood in last 5 overs and take it from there.
So, how do you mentally prepare yourself going into a game like this, going into bat in a situation like this when you know that you recently you have not been in the main playing 11?
Look, it didn't really affect my mental stature, not being in the 11 and just coming into the playing 11. I know I batted well. I felt good in Super 50. And coming into this game, I felt like if I can play well against those big boys in West Indies, playing against the associate countries is not as hard. So it really helps mentally and prepare yourself accordingly. The last few days when you're not playing, I've been hitting the balls in the nets with the assistant coach. So I've done my work and it's just a matter of time, when you get a chance you have to grab it. I personally just don't play thinking I'm going to play all 4 games. It's just about taking one game at a time. I play as if it's going to be my last game and then see where you go. As long as I give my 110% full effort, I'm happy with it.
Clinical victory out there. Congratulations. Much deserved.
Thank you.